Hi, welcome to week 5 of Debunking the Myths of Renovation Reality TV. I'm Tammy Templeman, co-founder and creative director at Houseplay Renovations. And this week I'm here to talk to you a little bit more about the budgeting piece and whether it's feasible to flip your home and make a profit. Shows like Flip or Flop or Love It or List It show homeowners that buy a property that needs work, fix it up, and then sell it at a big profit. The trouble is that in reality, this is not always the case. Some people are really successful at flipping houses for a profit, and they're not the people who are looking to hire a GC to renovate the home that they're going to live in for a couple of years. It's a very different dynamic. So when you are looking at two houses, for example, in the same neighborhood, and one of them is $500,000 and the other one is on the market for $400,000 but needs completely renovating, it's likely that the renovations could cost as much as $300,000 or $400,000 to get it the way that you want it. And so essentially you are in way over your head by the time you finish the renovations. The times that purchases like this do make a lot of sense is if you're looking for your dream home and you want to live in it for a really long time and you want to make it exactly how you want it to be. We have lots of clients like that, and they don't mind over investing in the beginning because they know that over time the property will likely appreciate. Over time they'll get to enjoy it. Over time they know that their investment will pay off. But if you're looking for a quick return on investment, it doesn't typically work out that way, especially if you need to work with a general contractor. So let me give you another scenario. If you are a DIYer, if you have a lot of skills and a lot of time on your hands to fix up these houses yourself, then by all means go for it, because then you are eliminating a service cost essentially that is built into the fees of working with a general contractor. However, if you are not able to do it yourself, then you'll notice that when you start investing in big projects or even smaller projects like a full bathroom renovation, which involves a lot of trades and, like we talked about last week, involves a lot of oversight, a lot of different people coming in and out, lots of materials, lots of fixtures and finishes. What you put into the house, what stays with the house, what adds value immediately is much less than what's involved in making that happen. I like to use the example of like a wedding planner, right? If you hire a wedding planner, your wedding is going to be the same, essentially. It's just going to run a lot more smoothly. And it's really that service is gaining you peace of mind on the day of, a much more smooth experience for your guests. But the food is the same, and the music is the same, and the photos are the same. But you're adding in that service because it's really valuable, but the value of it is intangible. We use often a resource called the cost versus value report, and there should be a link to this below the video so you can take a look for yourself. But the cost versus value report is a resource put together by Remodeling Magazine every year, and they look across the country at the average investment level for different kinds of home improvement projects. And then they also interview realtors on what is the increase in value of certain renovation projects, of the same renovation projects. So you'll see there a full bathroom renovation in the New York area on average costs approximately, let's say, $28,000. And the return on investment is somewhere around $18,000 to $20,000. So there is a huge percentage that is going into just getting the project built, the service of getting the project built, and like the process of, creating something that you love. So there's value in that as well. And so I always encourage people, if you are looking for a home that you want to live in for the next 5, 10, 15 years or beyond, then by all means get something at a lower cost so that you can fix it up yourself the way that you want it. You can hire professionals to support you through that process so that it's not too stressful, that it's not like back-breaking or creating unnecessary conflict within your family life. It's not meaning that you have to stay up late into the evenings researching materials. Hire the professionals, hire the guides to support you. but know that it's a long-term investment. It's not a quick fix. It's not like if you invest $25,000 in your bathroom, you're going to make, $30,000 back when you go to sell. That said, if you do the bathroom yourself and you get all your materials really carefully and economically, or you get great deals on everything and you literally build it with your own two hands, you might be able to build that bathroom for $10,000 to $15,000, and then you can sell and it will add value of 18 to 20, and so you've made back a percentage. But that's very different than working with a general contractor to build and then flip your property. When we work with investors, it's typically more a case of investors who are looking to renovate and then hold the property for long term. And that is a strategy that also works really well, because by renovating the property to a high standard, you can charge a high level of rent, you get a great quality of tenant in there, and so over time your tenant is paying the costs of both the property and the renovation costs over time. And so that is a strategy that works well for a lot of people. And in that case, especially if you're an investor who is looking to hold the property, being hands-off from the process of renovating is important, because you probably have a lot of other things you'd rather be doing with your time that are much more valuable. I think the last thing that I would want to share with you is just about looking at the marketplace, looking at the neighborhood that you're investing in. And if you know that you're going to be living somewhere for just a couple of years, really look for a property that's set up well enough that you can live with it as is. Maybe do a couple cosmetic updates, maybe choose the paint colors, that kind of thing. But don't do a major remodel on a property that you're only going to stay in for a couple of years. You may also find in certain neighborhoods, I know for some people, we work a lot in Jersey City, New Jersey. So for certain neighborhoods, you might buy a property and then 6 months later, it's already increased in value by $50,000 and you haven't done anything to it. The beauty of this is that it gives you freedom to reinvest the equity into a renovation project that you can then make the home your own and really create a space exactly how you want it, knowing that even though you're investing a little bit more to get that service, ultimately your home is paying for itself because it is appreciating over time. I hope this has been helpful. I am always available to answer questions and offer you support. You can go to our contact form on hprnj.com and send us a query. If you're interested in hopping on a call with me, I'd be happy to speak with you about any projects you're looking to do to really help create a home you love living in. Have a beautiful day. See you soon.